Now that you know the difference between object mode and edit mode, we're going to take a look at some more advanced selection tools for edit mode. So let's go ahead and tap into edit mode and then right click and select subdivide. This is going to subdivide our model, so this is going to add more loops, and we're going to do this twice so that we have more edges and we can use some of these advanced selection tools. Also in object mode, let's move it above the grid and then tap back into edit mode. So our standard selection tools work in edit mode. As we've seen, you can left click on vertex point or edges or faces. All of these selection tools work across all three modes in edit mode. You can hold down shift and add to your selection. You can hold down shift and click on these points to deselect them. You can drag to select. You can hold down shift while dragging to add to your selection. You can hold down control and remove from your selection. So all those basic tools still work inside the edit mode. But there are more advanced selection tools. For example, let's say that I want to select this entire sort of loop of edges that go around. So this is called an edge loop because it sort of loops around our entire model. Now you can click on one loop, hold down shift and keep selecting, but it's going to be very tedious and annoying. So we have better ways to select these components. You can hold down Alt key on your keyboard and then click on an edge loop, and you can see that it's going to sort of select it around your object very easily. And then you can hold down shift key and at the same time hold down Alt key, and that's going to let you add to your selection but entire edge loops. But if you just want to add a single edge, then you let go of the Alt key and just hold shift key and just like that. So you can see that we're sort of making more advanced selection. And this is going to work in any mode. So if you're in vertex selection mode, again holding down Alt and clicking is going to let you do that. And then same thing for faces. Now it's going to be a little bit different with faces. So if you hold down Alt key and then click on this face, you can see that it's going to select the face loop, but the direction in which it's going to select it will be determined by your cursor. Since this loop goes both ways, up and down, sort of this way, so it sort of loops this way, and it also sort of goes around the object. So whichever direction your cursor is closer to, and the loop is going to be selected in that direction. So if I hold down Alt and click here, then it's going to select it this way, and same thing with this side over here, like that. And if my cursor is up here, then it's going to select it this way. Now let's go back to edge selection mode. We also have what is known as ring selection, and ring selection basically means it's going to select it in the opposite direction of the loop. For example, our loop goes this way on the object, but our ring selection is going to select all of these. So to do that, we hold on Alt and Control and then click on it, and you can see how it selects that sort of ring of edges. And again, you can add to your selection by holding down shift key, and then again clicking will remove it from your selection. Next we have what is known as closest path. Now this is a really helpful way of selecting, so it lets you select between 2 points. So for example, if I click here and then I want to select everything in between until here, I can hold down Control and click here. It's going to use the shortest path to that face, and in this case it's going to be like this. So if I click here and then hold down Control, click up here, you can see how it sort of selects everything in between. Next we have shrink and grow selection, and to do that, let's say that I selected these 4 faces. I can hold on Control and then use plus on the numpad, and you can see how it keeps growing the selection. And again, I can shrink it by holding down Control and then using minus on my numpad. Now you can use all of these functions through this select menu. So if you go to the select menu, you'll notice that we have select more or less. So you can see selecting less is Control minus on the numpad, and then for more, Control plus numpad. But it's better to use keyboard shortcuts because that's an easier way of doing it. Then we also have some other things, like for example, if I select this loop and I want to deselect every other face. To do that, I can go to the select menu and then I have checker deselect, and you can see how that deselects it. And if I open the operator panel, here we can change the offset, so I can sort of change the offset if I want to, like that. So these are the more advanced selection methods available to you in Blender, and when you combine both these advanced selection tools and the normal object mode selection tools, you'll be able to make very complex selections and very easily edit your complex 3D objects.